Hi everyone, today I want to share my experience with 3D scanning from photos, also known as photogrammetry. I know some might say this tech is a bit old school now, because AI can generate 3D models from a simple prompt, but honestly, scanning a real-life object and bringing them into the digital world still feels like a magic to me. I decided to start with a budget setup. I didn't want to spend a ton of money before knowing exactly what I need. So what you do need for a decent 3D scan? It's a good camera. ChatGPT suggested to me Sony Alpha 6000. It's perfect for my budget. I bought it used for about 400 bucks. I also get some lights, background, turnable table, polarized filter and cross-polarized film. The process is simple. You take photos of an object from every possible angle, so the software can figure out its shape and texture. You might ask, why a camera? Can't I just use my phone? Well, yes, I tried both, and the phone scan are actually pretty good, but a camera gives you manual control over every settings. Plus, you can attach a professional tools to the camera. That's options don't work with the phone. Sure. But here are two biggest headaches. Lighting, reflection and highlights get baked into texture, which is nightmare for 3D artists, and angles. How do you scan the bottom of an object? It has to sit on something, and that something always block the part of the model. I started with USB lights with backlight power like 11 watt, but it wasn't enough. To get a sharp, clean image without noise, you need a low ICO. And to avoid a blur while the object is spinning, you need a fast shutter speed. Balancing this all is so tricky. Now, how do we deal with those annoying reflections? Softbox help, but the real secret is a CPL, polarizing filter. It blocks certain light waves to kill glare on glass, metal, or wet surfaces. In the pro scanning, we use cross polarization, that's a filter on the lens, plus a special film on the lights. It makes the surface look flat and perfect for the software. Here's how it looks. Finally, how do we scan the wall object if it's sitting on table? Method 1. Using a tiny support. For example, I scanned these berries on a needle. It's easy to fix with a tiny hole later in sculpting. But what about big object you can't put on a rock on a needle? In this case, we can scan it in two separate passes, top and bottom, and then merge them in a software. Let me show you how it works. So for complete our scan, we need RealityScan. You can grab it from Epic Launcher. In the library, you have Reality Capture and RealityScan. So I tried the RealityScan. I got photos of avocado, so I separated into two folders like top and bottom. I got this half part of avocado without seed. So let's try to complete it and convert it in digital 3D format. After run reality capture, I just drag and drop our first folder into the program. I see all my photos, so I change my shelf tab into alignment and click Align Images. So if after this complete, I see the point cloud. It's like multiple cameras of our view. So we can click on a mesh and color shelf and click preview mode. So we see our preview mesh. So you see in the both part of our object my cone on which I just drag my avocado. So first of all, I need to cut it. I click on the tool and cut by box. So I fit this box that's on my own. Don't worry about if you cut a little more, because we replace it on the top part of avocado, and click cut outer. Also, you need to small this region of work. It's reduce a bit of our computer energy. Yeah, so after that, we need to export our masks. In this shelf tab, we click Maps and Masks. So we export it to our folder. In this tab, we click Export Camera Depths No. So after that, we see in our folder, we created a masks. So near our main photos, we see our masks. The more you create accuracy your photo, the more accuracy will be your mask. We tried with the top part. In our outliner, we select our bot photos and click Ctrl R to disable this. And top part, we need to align again. So in alignment, align images. So we again see the point cloud, and we need to reduce our region and create preview mesh. So like in the previous part, we need to cut by box and cut our cone in the bottom, something like that. After that, we need to export maps and masks, our top part of avocado. Don't forget, click it to No. Export camera depths. So check it in your folder. You can see black and white masks. So after that, if we do everything correctly, we see two components, our top and bottom parts. And now we try to combine it. For that, we need to again drag and drop our two folders. If you see nothing changes, by soft read our masks. And again, we need to activate our bot part photos again. You select them all and click Ctrl R. So check bot and top photos, and you need to align them again. If everything worked completely, we see our whole avocado without cutting some parts of it. So in general, idea of this method is we separate, prepare top part, and we prepare bottom part, and soft combined into one whole object. So let's try to finish it. For now, we see point cloud, but we need to build a mesh. Click on a normal detail mesh. And now you can see almost final result. I think it's good result, but for now I usually use texturing. And you can see textured avocado. For marginally, I usually click colors. And that's it. Don't forget to save your project and export your model in a shelf model and point cloud export. Here you need to check the bottom of export textures, yes. So that's it. After that, I will do some remesh, retexture, some sculpting process, and prepare for final result that I show you soon.
You say you need your space, then pull me close. I read your silence, louder than most. One day you're warm, the next day you're cold. Got me second guessing what I already